Hi guys, today I'd like to just do a proof of concept with Mirror Trading International, or MTI. MTI is a company based out of South Africa, and they use a trading bot to do trading on the Forex market with Bitcoin as the base currency. Now I am a Forex trader myself, and when I heard about MTI initially, I was quite skeptical. So I set out to prove that it was a scam. I opened up an account and I deposited a couple of $100 just to see what happens with it. And once I opened the account, I was given access to the back office. Now, once they start trading your money, every day you will receive a trading report. And on here, it shows you the percentages or the percent of return for that day, or the ROI for the day, which typically ranges from anywhere from 0.3 to 0.9% or even more. On here you'll see, like on this day, we had a very good day of almost 1% return for the day. But you know, there are days like right here where we almost ran at a loss for that day. It was a return of 0.01%. Now, in addition to these trading results that they give you at the end of every trading day, they also give you a statement of all the trades that were performed that day by the trading bot. Now, you can't watch the bot trade live. I believe this was a feature in the beginning. And what guys ended up doing is they ran copier software and they published the trading signals, and they were selling the trading signals basically. So the developers of the program basically went to MTI and they said, look guys, we can't have this. We can't have people selling our trading signals. So either you cut the live feed of the trading, or we just can't work together anymore. So MTI said, okay, fine, we'll just send everybody a complete list of trades for that day. In my quest to prove that this is in fact a scam and that these numbers are just generated by a computer, I physically went onto the Forex charts and I mapped out every single trade of one of the trading days, and everything checked out. The time at which they said the price was that was correct. So all of these prices, everything checked out. So just to give you a bit more background on how the system is set up, it typically goes for a max drawdown of 2 to 3%. Now that's not per trade, that is in total. So it'll, for instance, have a 0.1% risk per trade, but it might have, 50 trades open at one time. So once it reaches its max drawdown of 3%, it'll say, okay, I'm not taking on any new trades until some of these older trades close out, and then I'll carry on with taking more trades, which is a really great safety feature. The trading bot is also set up with an additional failsafe, so that when, for instance, you have a major event like the Brexit vote, when that initially came through, for instance, and you had this massive spike in price, it won't keep selling all the way up the ladder or up the price, if that makes any sense. Like a lot of trading bots did back then. So what happened is trading bots, as the price went up, bots kept thinking that the price would go up but then come down, but with the vote it didn't. So these bots kept selling all the way up and essentially bankrupted a lot of people. Now with the failsafe built into this bot, if it doesn't recognize this happening and it reaches a max drawdown of 8%, the system completely shuts off, all trades are closed out, and no more trading is done. The support team that wrote the program then go in and they look at what went wrong and why the system wasn't able to recognize what was going on. The trading software is monitored all the time while it's trading by a live support team of the guys who were involved with writing the program. So now you might say, okay, fair enough, these numbers all check out on the charts, great, but it is still possible to just generate these charts through a computer and not actually make the trades. So I went and did a bit more digging and came across a video by a channel called Practical Abundance. the guy, his name's Enrico, I think he basically went the same route as I did and said, okay, look, I'm going to set out to figure out once and for all if this is a scam or not. So Enrico went and he contacted FX Choice, which is the brokerage firm that is used by MTI to do the trading. And he sent them a request and said, hey guys, can you please confirm that MTI does have a trading account with you? They came back to him and said, hi Enrico, yes, we can confirm that MTI does in fact have a trading account with us, but they can't disclose any numbers. So that right there is already a big notch in the right direction. He then went on to contact MTI and asked if they could provide the blockchain number. On there, he found proof that with the blockchain number, he was able to pull up the receipts of where the funds actually went from MTI to the trading company. And on top of that, he was able to meet with the CEO of MTI, Johan Steinberg, and he was able to see the actual trading bot in action, to see the live trading, as you can see here in this, which is just a screenshot of the trading. He wasn't allowed to publish the actual video of the trading going on, but there is a screenshot of the trading happening. So after all of that, things do look a lot less suspicious. But let's go online and look at a few more of the arguments as to why MTI is a scam. Now, what you'll find is articles stating that MTI is not a registered financial services provider, but because South Africa does not regulate cryptocurrency, it does not recognize cryptocurrency as a legitimate monetary item, they do not have any regulations for it. Therefore, MTI does not need to be a registered service provider. They have said in interviews that the moment South Africa does recognize cryptocurrencies as a form of currency and requires MTI to register as a financial services provider, they will go ahead and do this, which I think will be actually a very good thing for them, because a lot of people who have turned away from MTI will now feel a lot safer since they are more regulated. One of the other arguments you will find online is that MTI is a Ponzi scheme or a pyramid scheme. Now, the definition for a Ponzi scheme is that it relies on signing up new members to pay returns to existing members. But as we've just seen, MTI pays commissions and earnings to existing members from revenues generated through the trading side of it. And as MTI and Johan Steinberg himself has said many times, if there's no earnings for the day, if trading was not profitable, there will be no commissions and there will be no earnings for members on their investments. So this disqualifies the Ponzi scheme allegation. Now, when looking at companies like these in the crypto space, typically what you'll come across is that these companies will guarantee a certain type of return, either $500 per month or whatever the case may be. Now, any company that guarantees any return, right there to you should be a red flag, because this is trading, this is still investing, and nothing is ever guaranteed. Now, although MTI does have a wonderful track record with their trading bot, they themselves say all the time that past trading results does not guarantee future results, and the bot is able to run a loss for the day. Like we saw, the one day it came very close, 0.01%. So that's the one thing you'll typically come across when looking at companies like these. The second is that these companies will want you to buy some sort of a package from them, or they want to lock you down for 3 months or 12 months, that you have to put your money in there, leave it there for 12 months, and only after the 12 months you can withdraw your money again. That again, to me, that's not a very assuring thing. And this is what I love about MTI. There's no fees, there's no minimum amount, there's no minimum period that you have to invest your money for. there are minimum amounts to be able to qualify for certain of their binary and leadership and some of the rewards programs. That's what I really love about MTI. Now people might say, okay, but they have no fees, so how do they make money? And again, I'll just refer you to this breakdown that they publish of how the daily trading profits are divided. And as you can see on here, if there's no daily profits, MTI does not get paid. The investors or the members, they don't get paid. The guys who manage the trading program, nobody gets paid if there is no profits for that day. And this is just such an important point, which is why I'm emphasizing it so much. Now, another thing that you will typically find with these companies is when it comes to making withdrawals, this can sometimes be a very painful experience. These companies will come up with all kinds of excuses as to why you can't withdraw your money right now, or it's locked up in trading, or etc., etc. Whereas with MTI, I actually went just to prove to myself again that this isn't a scam company or anything like that, and I made a withdrawal. And here you can see they say on their website withdrawals typically take up to 48 hours to pay out. And the reason for this is that your money is in the trading pool with the brokers. So if you want to make a withdrawal, they now have to go to the brokers and say, hey, we want this much money taken out of the trading pool and out of trading. And once that happens, this money has to get paid over to MTI, and they are then able to pay it to you. Now, when I did the withdrawal here on the screen, this withdrawal was paid out to me within 8 hours. So much better than the 48 hours that they kind of promise. There you can see status paid. So when you would do a withdrawal on MTI, it goes into your income wallet, and from there you then withdraw it to your Bitcoin wallet with whoever it is. There's just another point to show that this is a legit company. There is no hassles with the withdrawal process. Now, I have been with MTI for about 2 months, and thus far you can see I have signed up several members, and through the referral bonuses, the binary bonuses, and the trading bonuses over these 2 months, I have doubled my initial investment. I'm really impressed with this company. I've had a great experience in my 2 months with them, and it's a company that I am fully behind now. It's a company I fully believe in now, and from what I've read online with reviews and blogs, it seems that everybody else is too.